Hello guys, so today's a new adventure. It's a new day. I said that backwards, but either way, today is the first day of classes. Well, at least for me, other people had classes on Thursday, and that's when they started. But for me, classes start today. So I hope it's gonna be an exciting day. And I'm about to go eat right now. I haven't slept all night because I have like this class that is a full year, so they gave me homework on the break. So I just been catching up and doing things. But right now I'm gonna go eat, and hopefully the day goes well. I'm hoping I meet some people today. Some new friends wouldn't be bad. Hopefully this time I can actually make a group of friends. But let's see how this goes. And it's super cold right now. I don't know exactly the temperature, but it's really cold. Look, everybody's sleeping right now. There's only a few people that are awake. Ooh. Damn, nobody's awake right now. Damn. This is what happens when you stay up all night. I was the first one here. I waited outside the door until they opened, and so at 6:30 they opened, and I was the first one. Feels weird. Like it's so empty right now. There's a little bit of people, but it's really empty. What do you look at that? I finally get to see the sunrise. I've been living in the shadows for too long. This looks so beautiful. Like, damn. Damn, son. Going to my first class of the day. Pretty excited. Hopefully it goes well. I'll tell you guys about it later. Hey guys, so my first class was pretty boring. They just said what the class consisted of, or like things we're gonna do throughout the class, and just like I don't know what was gonna happen, and the what's it called? The I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, just those kind of things. I almost fell asleep in that class, but yeah, that's what they did. It was quite boring actually. Well, let's see how the next class goes. Hey guys, so it's been a full week now, and I stopped recording because I had like a lot of classes during the day. They were mostly like non-stop, so I couldn't like take a break and actually like start vlogging while I was next to while I was going to my next class. So sorry I couldn't really vlog, and I know I was supposed to upload a video on Wednesday, but then like I told you, like I had a lot of classes, and on Wednesday I actually had a class from 9 in the morning to 9 p.m. like non-stop either. So it was really stressful. I couldn't get a video in. Sorry about that. So I'm uploading today. Right now it's Friday. um, the classes, they were pretty good. I feel like they were pretty good. The only thing though is like I'm taking like three classes that we're going to like program like stuff, so it's kind of like difficult since like I don't really know how to program, but that's what we're here for, right? To learn. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. So on the first day of class, the very first class you go to, usually your professors just go over the syllabus. Like they just tell you what you're gonna do, what is expected of you, and things like that. And they just basically go over like how the grading scale is gonna look like. Let's see, all the assignments you're gonna have, and some of them like even put in like what assignments are due when, so you already know ahead of time what assignments are due. um but yeah, that's usually the first day, and then afterwards that's when they start classes, like actually start like lectures and stuff like that. um for me, my first day, it just consisted of like syllabus and stuff, except for English, because you know how I told you like it was a full year class. So for that one, we just like kept continuing with what we left off on last semester. But yeah, and then like also, what else did I have? I just had labs and laboratory. I mean, they're the same thing. What? I just had labs, seminars, and things like that. lectures. Usually, like the labs are like 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's where you do all your programming stuff. Well, for me, since like I'm an aerospace engineer, that's where you do all your programming stuff, and your professors help you, or the person who's doing the lab, who's in charge of the lab. Um, Other than that, like that's all the classes I have, but they're pretty they're pretty hard right now. Um, yeah, cause like I'm taking classes for my major. I'm not taking the general education, so it's like I'm not taking the required classes that the school gives you. I'm just taking the classes for my major. So yeah, it was kind of like difficult. I hope everything is good. Like I hope everything goes smoothly in all my classes. I have like a friend in the class. So, and basically, he knows almost all the people in the class. So, we're gonna start a study group just in case we don't really get what the professor is saying. Then we can just like meet up and we can all share like what we think about it. That's a good thing to do when you're in college. Just form a group of friends and just of the same class, of course. Um, and then just go over what the professor said and things like that, and also what do you understand about what is going on, like about the subject that they're speaking. um Sorry. Oh, yeah. uh, there you go. uh, Anyways, yeah, so it's really good to form a study group, because then you you if you don't understand something that is going on in class, then it's like it can help you, because other people, different people understand different things. So you can like get help from different people around you that are in the same class and are going to like the same things, like they're learning the same stuff. So it's pretty good to do that when once you're in college. But so yeah, that was my first week. It was really stressful. I'm not gonna lie, it was really stressful because I have classes from 12 to 5:20 on Mondays, and like they're nonstop. So when I got back to my dorm, like I was super tired. All I could do was just go to sleep, because remember how I told you I stayed awake the whole night before. So I was really tired. On Tuesdays, I just have a class from 1:30 to 2:30, and another one from 5 to 5:50. It's just a 50-minute class, but still, like, the professor goes through a lot during that time. You have to, like, take notes super fast. Um, on Wednesdays, those are my hardest days. That's when I have class from 9 in the morning to 9 p.m., like, non-stop. So I don't even get a break. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, I don't have that much classes on Thursdays or Tuesdays, and Fridays I don't have any classes at all. So that's pretty good. That's when I can start doing my homework. Um, and yeah, it's pretty good. And also, update, I got promoted. Well, actually, not promoted, because I never got the job in the first place. Anyways, I was my hall government for the dorm. They're basically the people who are in charge of like making all the events and like making decisions for the whole building for the dorm. And so they needed a new publicity officer, which is a person who helps them advertise like all the things, all the events that are going on. So I went, like they sent me an email, hey, like you're qualified if you want to become the new publicity officer, because there are actually two, and one of them, I don't know what happened to one of them, but there are actually two publicity officers. And so I went, I was like, you know what, like I'll try it out, because I really like, you know being involved in this kind of stuff. So I went in, and like I was so nervous when I went in. They were all looking at me, so like just imagine, like, like those tables that are like long and like round. They're not really round, they're like kind of oval shaped. But Like just imagine those tables like that, and they are all sitting. Actually, it wasn't round. It was like rectangle. Yeah, it was rectangle, and so they were all looking at me like there were like three on one side, and then there were five on the other side, and I was just there like sitting in the middle, and like in the middle on the side, and they were all looking at me, and then they said like, hey, can you, like, we're gonna give you, they said, we're gonna give you 5 minutes to describe yourself, like interesting things about yourself, and also tell us why you want this job. And so I was really nervous. I was like, what am I gonna say? And so I was thinking, and I was like, I just started saying anything. I was like, hey, I like doing sports and stuff like that, like anything just that came to mind, really. But the thing though is that in high school I was in leadership, so I kind of know like what kind of stuff they do and things like that. So I was like, hey, like I was in leadership in high school, so I know how to do events, like I know how to run events and things like that. So I just started going on like rant about that stuff, and they were like, oh, all right, like that's pretty good and stuff like that. They kept asking me more questions, and then after that, they also asked me about my schedule. But that's the thing, because they have meetings on Tuesday, and I couldn't make it on Tuesday because I had class. So I told them like, hey, like I have class on Tuesdays, and on Thursdays I have class during another meeting that they have. So I was like, I have class on Thursday. Like I didn't have it at that time because it's either I could have chosen the class either on Tuesday or on Thursday, but they were both at the same time. And the thing was that I had two meetings, or basically like the publicity officers had two meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time. So it was either I can switch my class from Tuesday to Thursday, or I wasn't gonna be able to become a publicity officer. So I told them like I can switch my class to Thursday, but I don't know if that's gonna work out. And they were like, it's better if you switch it Thursday because on Thursdays we can change the meeting times. So I was like, yeah, I can do that. And then after that, like I stepped out and then came back in, and they were like, we can't give you a decision right now because we gotta see like if we can actually move the meetings and stuff like that. So I was like, sure. And then they told me like, come to our open meetings, which is going to start in about like 30 minutes. So meanwhile, just like, I don't know, do something or something. So I went to another event that they were throwing at the same time. I just chilled out there for a little bit, and then after that, I went in, and then when the meeting was about to finish, they were like, uh, "We can you step out a little bit and stuff like that for a minute," and then I stepped out, and then that's when they called me back in, and they were like, can you actually attend these meetings, and can you attend these meetings and these meetings, and can you go to this retreat and stuff like that? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And they were like, on Thursdays we can actually move the meeting a little bit before with the time that it's supposed to be. So they were like, so I was like, yeah, I can actually make that. So basically my the meetings I'm supposed to attend, I can actually attend all of them. So it was pretty cool. And then they were like, well, you, oh no, before that they were like, can you step out, we need to like make a vote if you are going to be a publicity officer or not. So then like that's when I stepped out, and I was like, I was so nervous, but they told me like, you're most likely going to get it either way. So um I stepped out, and then when they opened the door, they called me in again, and I sat in the middle, and they told me like, so I don't know, I forgot how they said it, but basically I became the new publicity officer. So it was pretty cool. Now I'm gonna start like going to all the meetings and stuff, and actually do like some advertisement and stuff. But that's pretty cool. So that's something that happened this week. Other than that, it was just a lot of work for school and stuff. But yeah. So yeah, that was it. Nothing else happened. So yeah, this Saturday I'm going to a retreat where like it's kind of like, ooh, what did I do? It's kind of like training. So it's not really like a retreat, like a fun retreat. It's like kind of like training. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it either way. Um, yeah. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys also want to see more videos, and great. Let me see if I can turn on the light. There you go. I just had to move. Um, anyways, if you guys want to see more videos, please subscribe. And if you guys, if what am I saying? If you want to be notified when I upload a new video, hit the little bell that's next to the subscribe button, and you'll get notified. And yeah, if you have like any what's it called? If you have like any suggestions of what kind of videos I can do, then like just put it in the comments below. I'll reply surely, because I don't have that much subscribers and I don't get that much messages and stuff like that. But either way, yeah. Also, I'll message you if you send a message. Yeah. Either way, yeah. Have a good day, guys, or a good night. Since if you're watching it when I upload this video, because right now it's about to be 6:30. So yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.